Hello, all fellow players in the simulation, people and rule followers that we call sheeple, players, non-players, zombies, wombies. You're all welcome here at Bob's NX. All we ask is poke the like, poke it. We stroke the subscribe. Boy, this brain of mine. Sometimes, well, I tell you what. I go through all my cliche jokes, and they're easy jokes, but you get a lot of money out of these jokes. Gary Best. I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Boy, we got a lot going on up in this gray matter here. Boy, can't even keep it all straight. What a crazy, crazy week. We're going to review the calendar here. So, well, tell you, Christmas is coming early. We're going to do a little reading of the gingerbread baby. That comes later, but we're going to talk about... Oh, God, we got a lot to talk about. Let's go over some of my favorite photos. People who have influenced my life. Hang on, we're all right. We got this. Oh, what a crazy week. Oh, there we are. Anyhow. So here's my boy. This is Zach. I think this is Colorado Springs. This was an old tram that went up the mountain. And the railroad ties are still there. It's like a vanishing point. And my son's a total BA. Dude's got like 1% body fat. We climbed up this. I had to take the weak guy route. The dudes are doing the CrossFit training, going up there. Okay, now, here's a simpler time. This probably would not be politically correct today. So here I am. Little baby. There's little Bobby D. Pokey Bob. What's he doing with that fat belly there? What's he, about 3? Well, he's sucking on a Pfeiffer's beer. No wonder I got these issues. Okay, here's a good one. This is Mike Etall, the skate shop. He lasted about 3 weeks. Dude is fucking crazy. Love his guy. He's Lebanese. Well, here's a funny story. So he's Lebanese, so everyone... a friend used to troll him and call him Mexican. He's like, I'm not Mexican, I'm Lebanese. I seen this dude at some gaming establishment, and he looked just like Cheech. I'm like, you look like my friend who's Lebanese. He's not, I'm not Lebanese, I'm Mexican. So the Mexicans don't like to be called Lebanese, and the Lebanese don't like to be called Mexican. Fuck, dude, sorry, got olive skin. But Mike, I love him, but he's got issues like the rest of us. One of these people that lie so much they don't even know what the fuck is real anymore. Okay, here we got some good ones. This is at my mother's house, kitchen. Boy, I could tell you stories from that kitchen. So this is my ex, beautiful Jennifer, and my cousin Katie. But she's probably like 15. Oh, she's cute. Very attractive woman. I wish she'd take a little better care of herself, but we all let ourselves go. Okay, now here's a great story. And this might have been this trip. So there's our family. Great ages. My son's about probably 8. My daughter's like 6. So we're in like this Waffle House down in Florida. And this little Southern belle comes up. She goes to my wife, good looking gal. You know them Southern women. Just the accent alone kills you. She goes to my wife, she goes, honey. Looks at my kids. You don't put out no garbage. And she don't. We got great looking kids. I love my kids. Here's another great picture. My daughter. Beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside. Always felt bad because I always thought I played Zach as a favorite. She's helped me through some hard times. There she is again, but a sweet little angel. I would give my life for this girl. I would be drawn and quartered and have my nuts shoved in my mouth to save her life. She walks in the room and just brightens it up with her face. Oh, there she is again. Look Look at those eyes. Those eyes changed from blue to gray to silver. Oh, she's good. Oh, here's my best friend, one of my best friends. Dave Canfield. I think he's a little more ripped now. He was like semi-ripped. He's kind of let himself go. I got the mullet. We didn't call it a mullet back then. It was a hockey player hairstyle. Here I am rocking the Oakleys. But if you wear Oakleys, you're kind of a D-bag. Oh, there's Dave again. Look at that 80s jacket. We're climbing South Dakota, I'm speculating. Dude fucking double skunked me at cribbage. That's a whole nother story. Now here's a random photo I got at an antique shop. It's got all their names on the back. I don't know if anyone recognizes them. Oh, it's in reverse, so you have to mirror it. Now, look at these gals. For a little bachelorette party or some shit. And these are girls that were having fun, not these girls that fake it like, oh, we're out with girls' night. Okay, now here's a great picture. Now this story, well, just say it was a long night, and there might have been, well, probably intoxicants like maybe cigarettes and coffee and shit. World War II postcard. That's badass. South Pacific. Fake backdrop. Hope he's alive. He probably saw some shit. Wisconsin Dells. Go on the duck boat. Always a classic. Oh, Disney cruise. Boy, this is a great trip. Never forget it. Get a balcony. It's worth it. Breakwater. Probably somewhere. I'm guessing East Coast, Daytona, maybe Fort Lauderdale. Oh, here's my best buddy. I just talked to him. You need a bank account. Tom McQuaid. MC, capital Q, U-A-I-D. He's my cousin. We look exactly alike. I think is that his girl wife, Krista? No, I don't know who's sure that's with. You know, he's a good guy. He'll hook you up. Tom's had a hard life, much like myself. You know the difference between an Irish wedding and an Irish funeral. One less drunk. Now here, this was not a good time in my life, but it's kind of, so, let's just say I was down and out. It's the fat Bob there. Unhappy, miserable. My sister, Katie, Tony, he's autistic. Oh, Louise and Rico. That Rico dude, he's hilarious. Louise too. So anyhow, we did this, you drink wine and you paint some shit. What a racket. I think they're still in business. It was one of my daughter's friends owned it. But anyhow, so we painted Mickey's Diner. And let me tell you about Mickey's Diner. That's where my parents fell in love. My dad was a bookkeeper. That's how we started our tax business. He would do taxes for the employees. I don't know if you know about the restaurant business, but, well, sometimes you get things other than check or credit card. It's this thing they want to get rid of. It's called cash. So I would sit in the basement. There's a basement in Mickey's. There's a shitty-ass bathroom with the most vile shit written on the wall. You should go down there and tag it. Put Bob's NX. Anyhow, so I was in that basement, and they're all counting the money. Eric Matson, he's the owner of Mickey's. His dad started it. Anyhow, long story short, they're in the basement, they're smoking cigars. These are OGs back at the Cap Towers. He used to always talk about the Cap Towers. Anyhow, so these OGs are in the basement, and they're counting all the cash. We're talking stacks and stacks of cash. And my dad brought down, one time I saw this in my life, if you ever get to see it, $1,000 bill. They don't make them anymore. But if you get a chance to get it, you can buy them on eBay. Worth it. $1,000 bill. I think they made a $10,000 bill at one time. In any event, you ever get a chance to, am I recording here? Yeah, okay, we're at 9 minutes. We're running long. Okay, so anyhow, that's where they fell in love. He was a bookkeeper. She was a waitress. Mickey's talk, double sling hash, side of toast. What an amazing freaking world. But anyhow, I think sometimes, like, when you run the restaurant business, you got all this cash and credit card, and sometimes you forget to deposit all the cash. And it's called leakage. It just disappears. Who knows where it went? And so, here's a funny story about Mickey. So Eric was the owner, and so they do the cash pickup typically in the morning. Oh, there's another great story. This fucking Mickey's, you could go back. This place is a historical icon. It's on a few album covers. That blues guy, anyhow. So this person calls up like, hey, Eric told me to come in and pick up the deposit. Like, all right. So this guy comes in. No one knows him from Boo. Like, yeah, I'm here to pick up the deposit. So they give him, I don't know, a G, 2G, 3G, whatever the day's haul was. Like, all right, okay, run to the bank. So he picks up the $3,000. Eric never told him anything. It's some fucking random guy, and he just gave him the fucking money. But he acted like he did. Well, here's another great story. So this is St. Paul. I think it's pretty close to Mickey's. Mickey's offers free ride. Oh, by the way, those lights that race, the racing lights that go around Mickey's with the free parking, my dad's idea. So he says, true or not. So anyhow, so this guy's running this parking lot in downtown, say by the old Heartthrob Cafe, the Wells Fargo Targo. Very owner. City has parking lot. So he's there. He charges, I don't know, $8 a day or whatever. They come in. Only takes cash. Dude's there for like 15 years. So people come in one day, he's gone. No one's running the parking lot. They don't know who to pay. So they're trying to pay. They don't know. So the city looks into it. Dude didn't even own the parking lot. Dude collected the parking rent on this empty shit-ass lot for like 10, 15 years. Acted like it was his own. Packed up. He's probably out with Epstein down in, well, with Bill Clinton and Bill Gates with some 14-year-old. Oh, by the way, if some guy comes up to you and wants a 14-year-old who's working her way through college, she give you a foot massage, go to the nail place, get a mani-pedi. Okay, what else? Okay, a couple more people. I could go on and on with these photos. So we're going to do a couple more. We're almost done here. Thanks for waiting with me. We got a lot of shout-outs today. Oh, Metal Mike. Oh, early Christmas present is a little teaser. It's going to come out December 25th at 0000.001 hours. Santa's coming early. What do we have coming on Christmas Eve? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's give you a little teaser. It starts with VC. I'm not talking Viet Cong. And it's about circa 19, let's just say 90 on the high end. So it's me as a young lad with my best friend, or one of them, always a riot. He's another Mike Lund, but not the big Mike. He's the junk Mike. Okay, so a few more shout outs. So everyone loves a fish. So this is my great grandmother, Ester Anderdon. Oh, look at tough woman. Grew up through the Depression. Look at the pipes on her. Oh, okay, here's a great story. So this is one of my, good friends will call her Shelly Belly. So I was coming through a dark time. I was turning my life around, and we go down to Mancini's. And so I think this is Pat Mancini. I'm not sure one of them. They're like, great restaurant. The lobster, the steak, the garlic bread. So anyhow, I'm sitting at the table. It's kind of like a Vegas vibe feel. So we're sitting there at Mancini's. Another picture of Shelly. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Here, let's get this one with a better picture. My daughter asked, you're not even with her. Why do you have these pictures up? It's still a great photo. This is out in Vegas. Oh, God, do we have a good time. Her and I, love her to death. We didn't end on the best terms, but I learned a lot from her. She learned a lot from me, and we're both better people because of it. So anyhow, and we're damn near related. So anyhow, I lost my train of thought. Oh, Mancini. So we're sitting there, and I'm coming out of this, just bad time in my life. And so we're sitting in the lounge lizard, like Richard Cheese, It's all like glitter and shit. Fucking Nyes type style. That old school Dean Martin type. And we're sitting at a table. I know a lot of people. I got tax clients. I see people everywhere. I just love people. I can damn near go anywhere in the world and I'll find someone that I know or they know them. So we're sitting at the bar waiting for Dale. I think it was me and probably Big Mike and his wife. I'm not sure. There was another couple there. Anyhow. So this is the best stunt. She really got me on this one. So we're sitting there and I'm having a drink and this table sitting like, hey Bob, how you doing? I'm like, hey, I nod because I know them from somewhere. I'm assuming they're a client. Like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm doing good. Like, it's good to have you back. I'm like, well, thank you. And so, whatever. I'm sitting there at another table. So they call us up. We're going to get our table. We're in the lounge. And I'm walking on another table. Hey, Bob. How you doing, Bob? And they look familiar face. Who knows where I know them from? Like, I'm glad you're back. I'm like, okay, well, it's good to be back. So anyhow, so we walk up to the host with the most. I think it's a dude, a guy, and Mancini's. They're all like gangster shit. Mon Pettit. But I'm sure all the cash goes into the deposit on 1099. So just so you know, because the NSA is probably watching this. Oh, they got 80,000 new IRS agents. So now when you call the IRS, instead of it being 2-hour wait and then they hang up on you, it'll be an hour and 59 minutes and they'll hang up on you. So, whatever. Okay, so we get to the table and the host is like, oh, Bob, yeah, we got a table here. And Bob, it's good to be back. Like, all right, the gears are clicking. What the fuck is going on here? So we sit at the table. They come over, they're scraping off the table. They got the relish tray, shitty ass fucking peppers and shit, and pickles. He's got a shirt. It's like, welcome back, Bob. He's like, it's good you're back, Bob. I'm like, what's up? And so the waitress comes up. She's got a shirt that says, welcome back, Bob. She's like, Bob, I'm glad you're back. I'm like, it's fucking good to be back. Next thing you know, Mr. Mancini, I apologize, I forget his name. Paul, I think it's Pat Mancini. There's a bunch of, actually, the picture of my uncle Laverne, who's a boxer, tough as nails, that mofo. 50 pounds potato sacks when he's 14 in the back of a truck. So anyhow, so Pat's like, Bob, it's good to have you back. And so Shelly turns around and everyone's like, welcome back, Bob. The waiter, the hostess, the waitress, the fucking dude, the concierge, the wine. Everyone had a welcome back, Bob shirt. I wish I had one to this day. But oh my God, that was the best surprise I ever had. So thank you, Shelly. Who knows? Maybe things will work out in a different multiverse or a different simulation, but if you need help, I'll be there for you. I mean, no ill intent for her. Whatever her journey is, I still love her. Oh God, it's been a hard week. Let's go through the calendar. Okay, so let's start at Wednesday. It's been a crazy, crazy week. So my life's been, let's just say, a little irregular. My daughter moved in. She's bought a house. A lot going on. Renter moved out. Renter moved in. Water leakage at both houses. These houses, there's a lot to be said for renting. Got my new cup. Hey, Doo-Doo. Hey, Doo-Doo. Say hi, Doo-Doo. You hungry? All right, give me a second. So, Casey down at the kitchen table. I went there for breakfast with my best friend, Joe Jacob. Great guy, but stupid Polak. Here's another one. You know why Polacks don't have ice cubes? They forgot the recipe. So anyhow, so I got this cup. She said, get a funny one. So he, him. So my personal pronouns are he, him. I've identified a dude with a slightly effeminate side. You want to have a little bit of both. Like, well, Bob, how do you know you're a guy? How do you identify the guy? How do you know It's really not a girl trapped in a guy's body. I'm like, well, fuck, I can't overthink this shit. I go out of my mind. Well, oh, because I have a cock. All right, so that's why I do that. If I could tuck it in, and that could be maybe a lady boy. Okay, so Lady Boy Bob. Oh, that was one of my pet turkeys. Oh, speaking of turkeys, let's show some more great pictures. We're almost done here. I know I'm running along. It's almost 5:30. Kitchen table gonna open. I'm gonna bring them some Tabasco. Okay, so here's a great photo. This is my boy Taco. I got him from one of my clients. He's a cop, good guy. Let's say his name was Yosef. Like Sarah Froft. And I gave you that turkey. We bred like 11 of them some bitches. 9 of them passed them on. You making some? Okay, there's Biggie. She's my neighbor. I don't know. I'm a bit much for them, but I love Biggie, like Biggie Smalls. Oh, there's that picture of Pat Mancini. Me looking kind of slim shady. Oh, no, this woman. This is my good buddy Dave's mom, Janet. God rest her soul. She died, damn near about a year ago in January. Her husband died, Grant. They treated me as if I was one of their children. I always had a special place for Janet and Grant. They always treated me with respect. And I was the bad boy, and they knew what my deal was. But they were like my second parents. God, they treat me good. Here's a funny story. I walked in their house one time, and I wasn't with the jock crowd, so it wouldn't be the dork crowd. It would be the goth stoner crowd. We call them. Oh, and there's Lois Geschlecht on her prom. One of my mom's best friend. She's a Catholic, unfortunately. But hey, you do you, I do me. And I do you. So anyhow, so Jazz I had this big dubage. Like, yeah. So I got it, it's rolled up in my ear, and I sit there and we're talking, and they're all giving me this weird look, like, what's going on? So I go out with Dave, he's like, dude, you got a fucking J right in your fucking ear. So anyhow, I love Janet. Damn it, Janet, you had to fucking die on me. But you know what? She had a good life. And she's a beautiful woman, and she left this world a better place than when it came in with. And I miss her so much. And her husband, they came in to do their taxes. Good old farm boy. God, that guy had a work ethic. He had a Chrysler K car. He fucking kept that thing mint. You could eat off the freaking floor.